Hello, citizens of the internet, and welcome to Create Above and Beyond. Well, hopefully you were able to stick around through that brief little introduction montage of me mining and rating things. I was really just getting some materials ready for the episode today because I was thinking about this. This mod may seem quite intimidating. Intimidating is the right word. But it doesn't have to. It's actually okay. And I'm going to show you some of the easy ways at the beginning to really get going and to get started along your journey to get to the moon and mine some moon ore. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started on today's episode. All right, so today we are going to do one of the little achievement tasks up here that we are going to do, and that is the preparations tab right here, right off of this. And in order to do that, we need to make a mechanical press, a mechanical saw, an encased fan, a wrench, and submit a mechanical mixer, which I'm pretty sure we lose it, which is, well, that kind of stinks, honestly, but because we'll need a mechanical mixer eventually anyhow, so I don't like the idea of losing it. But we will do this so we can get our little blueprints here and knock off this achievement right here. So the idea is that those are the basic create machines that you will need to kind of get things started before we do too much automation. And just to be clear, you don't need a lot of automation at the beginning. You can take it quite slow as you learn the steps of create and this mod pack. You really don't need to make these crazy contraptions just to get things going. So let's go ahead and get some of these simple machines up and running. And then I think that's pretty much all we're going to do in today's episode. We'll save some of the more automation processes for future episodes. This is really just to get us going. So what I did is, just to kind of show you how easy this is, I just went into the rivers and lakes around here and got all the clay. It wasn't, I mean, I really did not go that far at all. I mean, it was really just within walking distance right around here. And I got enough clay that I have leftover clay balls. This is all the algal blend that I've already made. And the kelp is readily available right there in the water. I could just grab it. And not a problem at all. No farm needed this early on to get this, and this is going to be a good amount of andesite to get us started. And then in terms of ore, we're really just talking about getting things going. You know, it is kind of, it may seem a little bit frustrating at the beginning that it's not a 1-to-1 ratio on the ore, but just honestly, just going down here and mining everything that I've seen in the caves right down here, it gave us all of this. And this is just straight mining, so no fortune, nothing. The millstone in conjunction with the encased fan is going to allow us to crush this ore further into dust and then to wash it, and that is going to get us closer to that 1-in-1 ratio. So it doesn't need to be perfect, plenty of ore. They made this so you can do this early game, so don't get frustrated, don't get discouraged. This is something that we can easily do. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab some materials that we're going to need for this build. I think I have wood here. I have stone. That's good. Let's go ahead and just grab. No, I think that's actually all we'll need right now. And we got some flint. Awesome. So we're going to make what is called a kinetic mechanism, and a kinetic mechanism is kind of the basis that we're going to put around an andesite casing. And that is going to make an andesite machine, which is the foundation for all the machines going forward that we're going to be making here in Create Above and Beyond. This is what's different than the actual just regular old Create mod. So we need to grab some cobblestone, and we're going to make 2 high like this. And you get this thing right here that's called a stone rod. We're going to need several of these. So let's just go ahead and let's do 6 like that. Okay. And we got sticks. Okay, so this is what we need, and then the flint. And the flint can be substituted with steel or diamond, and you get stronger saws. But for right now, we're just going to do it this way. So you put 3 of the stone around like this, the stone rods, and then 2 of the sticks on this side like that. And then whatever material you're going to use, we're using flint for the stone saw right there, and that is going to be a critical component for us. Let's go ahead and just make 2 of these just so we have a backup if we need it. Okay, and those don't stack. Okay, Now what we need to do is grab some andesite, and we're gonna make some andesite casings. Now, and this is actually a cheaper crafting recipe than in regular old Create. So all you need is andesite alloy and a log like that, and it gives you 2 andesite casing per one. And we're gonna need a bunch of these, so just go ahead and grab a whole bunch. Let's do all of those, okay? You'll never run out. You'll never need enough of those, honestly. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We got our goal reached, the andesite age. Nice, nice. Okay. All right. Let's go here and make some cogwheels really quick. Let's do that much. We'll do 64. We're going to turn all these into buttons because we need a lot of cogwheels. So we're going to do that. And we'll put those in the middle. We get our cogwheels. Perfect. Okay, so for our kinetic mechanisms, what we need is we need logs. So we can throw these up here like that. And it can be any kind of log or wood. If it's a, if you have wood varieties, you have andesite alloy, you have just regular old cogwheels, and then you have a saw up here in the corner, and that gives you a kinetic mechanism. So we're gonna need a bunch of these. So let's just go ahead and convert. Let's just do as much as we can. All right, so we got 56 there. Hopefully that'll be enough for this little journey of ours. So what we do is now is we take our andesite casing in the middle like that, and we surround it with these kinetic mechanisms, and that gives us andesite machines, and this will make 7. So we'll go ahead and grab those right here, and that is kind of a 1-for-1 ratio. So we'll need one of these per machine that we make. So we have some extra ones. That's perfect. No issues at all. The first thing we want to do is make a press, and to make a press, we are going to need a block of iron, and we have exactly enough for 1 block of iron right here. Not my favorite thing to do with all this iron, but you know what? We need it. Okay, so once we have our iron block, we need to make, and this is crazy, but we have to make 2 more iron nuggets like this to make a smithing table, because this is how all of these machines are actually built. So we have to do this right there, get a smithing table. And let's put this down right here. All right. Now what we can do is we can combine the andesite machine and the block of iron in there, and that gives us the mechanical press. Okay, so coming back to the crafting table, let's go ahead and make that mill. So you put andesite alloy on either side like that. You put a cogwheel in the middle. You put stone or any kind of smooth or polished variety of stone down here, and then a plank at the top, and that gives us a millstone. Now that is going to allow us to also turn the ore into dust, which will give us a better return. So we are going to need to power these, and in order to power these at the beginning, we are going to make water wheels. It feels like I'm a lot in this interface right here, but I really want to walk you through how to do all this stuff because it can be confusing. So we are going to need a couple more of the buttons, actually quite a bit more of the buttons. Let's just go ahead and convert all of those there. And let's go ahead and convert the rest of that too. So a large cogwheel differs from the standpoint that you put 4 of the large planks, or just 4 planks like that in a diamond formation. And then in the corners, you put buttons, and then you put the andesite alloy in the middle, and that gives you the large cogwheels, makes 2 of them. So I want to make 5 water wheels, so I'll end up making 6 of these. Let's see, do I have enough to do that? I think I do. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Let's do 2 on each one like that, and then 2 more. Yes. Okay. You know what? I want to make even more of those, but I'll do that in a second. Now to make a water wheel, you make slabs like this, and you basically make slabs around like you're making a chest, and you put a large cogwheel in the middle, and that makes a water wheel. So we need 5 of these, and I am going to make some more of the large cogwheels because we're going to need to speed this up a little bit as well. Okay, just a couple more things that we're going to build first. So we have our cogwheels, the large and the regular. We have our water wheels. We have andesite casings. We have our press, and we have our millstone. We are going to make a depot, and that is just an andesite casing and andesite alloy above it. And this is just a block that you can put underneath the press, and it holds items on it, so it presses down. And we're also going to make a couple of the gearboxes, which is just a andesite casing in the middle, and then it's surrounded by the regular size cogwheels all the way around the outside like that. It looks like we can only make one right now. We're gonna have to make some more small cogwheels. And the last thing we're gonna make is a clutch. And a clutch is basically a way for us to turn on and off machines. So this will allow us to get more speed out of our machines and just run one at a time. We'll go ahead and make some andesite shafts because we'll need those as well. Which is just 2 andesite alloy above each other and makes a shaft. So you put a shaft on either side like this, a andesite casing. Where are you? Right here, andesite casing in the middle. And then you do redstone above and below like that, and that gets you a clutch. And we're gonna make a couple of these. I need to make a couple more of the gearboxes, and then we'll get working. Alrighty. Oh, hello, sir. Come right in. Do you have anything interesting? Oh, nautilus shells. I definitely could use that, and jungle saplings. But I have no coins. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to go. You're just gonna have to go. Okay, and I got this cool thing in one of the loot boxes, one of the chests. It's the elderwood water bucket. It actually holds 4 things of water in it, which is awesome. It actually had lava in it before, and I dumped the lava out here, and I'm going to save that. But I was able to put 4 things of water in, so let's make this easier to waterlog it. And I just set up, so this is where the water wheels are going to go. It's a space that is essentially a 3x3 space, and then I put slabs along here, and we're going to put water against this and have the water wheels spin this way, and then run the power out right through here. So let's go ahead and we'll put the 5 water wheels down right next to each other. Let me grab right here. There we go. All right, so we're just going to come out this way with all 5 right there. And then we need to put the water buckets behind it like this. And because there's that block right there, it'll make the water flow over and around and down and hit every single side except for this back one right here. And if we had some soul sand underneath here, we'd be able to actually make all of these move and get the most power out of this design. But this will be fine for us early game. So let's grab our water bucket here and get this spinning. So we need one there, one there, one there, one there, and one more. Finally, last one right there. All right, perfect. Now we can go ahead and close this up. So we'll have a shaft come out right here like that. And then what we'll do is we'll hook up a gearbox. But I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to stack a couple of these cogwheels first. So if you set up a large cog like this and then attach it to a small cog like that, and as you can see, as we add more and more to this, it's going to get faster and faster. And that's what we want. So there we go. And I think maybe one more series of this is what we want. So we'll do another large cog coming off of here. And then we'll do a small cog coming off the top. Like so. Okay. That should be able to get us the speed that we want. Now, we can have a gearbox coming off of this. And where we got here, gearbox. Okay. And we want this to be a vertical gearbox. You know what? Actually, let's do a shaft. One more shaft. Just get it away from here. And I'll enclose this, I think, just so we don't see that part of it. And then we'll do a vertical gear. No, you know what? We don't need a vertical gearbox. We can just do a gearbox like that. Okay, look how fast that's spinning. And then we can put our press. Let me get it here real quick. There it is. We'll put our press in front of it like that. And we'll put our flooring down. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do a mix of some stone. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and put the depot right below this. And I don't think I even have anything to crush, honestly. Oh, I do have some gold. Ooh, gold, gold, gold. Yeah, that's what we want. Where is my depot? There it is. Okay. Okay, that's right below it. Perfect. Okay, let me go grab the gold. Actually, remember me mentioning the whole clutch thing? Yeah, I totally forgot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add just a couple of these mechanisms just in here to kind of space this out a little bit. And we'll have the clutch coming off here like that. Is that going to be enough space for us? Yeah, that should be plenty of space. Okay. Then we can go ahead and put the old depot down again. There. Okay. Now, if we put a lever on the side of the clutch, and we flip it off, notice it's not spinning anymore. We hit it again, it turns on. This is going to be a way for us to control so we don't overstress all the machines that we're going to have hooked up to this one line. Okay, so on the depot, let's go ahead and take half of these right now. Throw them down right here. Look at that. That is a press. That is a press right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and hook up the millstone. So the millstone, we're gonna have come off here, and then we're gonna do another one of these boxes, except we're gonna do a vertical one this time. Do I want to do? Yeah, I want to do a vertical one here. So let's go ahead, and the way you change these to vertical is you put it into your crafting grid, and it makes it a vertical gearbox. And I want to have it come off like this, because eventually I'll have the mechanical mixer coming off of here as well. Okay, and then we're going to drop this down here like that. Oh, wrong one. This is what I wanted. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to have another vertical gearbox. And this one's going to come out this direction, like that. Okay, actually, I think we want to drop this down one more. So let's go ahead and, because we're going to do this a little bit differently. There's a couple ways to power a mill, and we're going to do somewhat of not a cheaty way of doing it. It's just a different alternative way. So we're going to come out here, even with the depot, and we're going to put down a vertical gearbox. Where is it? Right here. And it's going to be facing back that direction like that. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have the shaft come out here. One shaft like this. And then let's go ahead and we'll do another clutch. You know what? I could actually probably do the clutch right off of this. So it's all lined up together. Yeah, let's do that instead. So we'll have the clutch come off of here like that. Then we'll do the shaft like this, vertical gearbox like that, shaft like that. Okay. Now, if I throw this on, there's a good chance it's going to overstress the mechanism, and we'll see what happens and why we put these clutches on here. So, down. Yep, overstressed. If I just turn off that press, this runs fine. So what I want to do is go ahead and put another lever on this clutch right here. That way, if I want to run the automatic press, I turn that off, turn that on, and then I can use that instead. But now we have our mill up and running, and this will allow us to make the dust, turn the ore into dust. So that's what we want to do next. Then we're going to set up an encased fan right here. We can do that because now we can press some of the iron into iron sheets, and that allows us to make a fan blade. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab some things really quick and see what we can do. Okay, I thought what might also be good is to bring out crafting table and a chest, and we can put these in between just for now, just so we can go ahead and store stuff. But let's go ahead and we'll throw in a stack of the crushed iron ore and make iron ore dust. You can see it working right there. And because we have this cranked up to a decent speed, it shouldn't take too long to mill this. Okay, so we ended up getting a total of 3 stacks out of that 1 stack. So that should be kind of a 1-for-1 ratio, I believe, once we start washing these. But I am going to have to make the iron first. Let me go ahead and make some iron, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and brought the smithing table out as well, and we can go ahead and throw this down here. And I may rearrange this at some point, but for right now, we'll just go ahead and arrange it like this. And let's go ahead and turn this off now, and we're going to need the press. So we'll throw down the iron here. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, watch your fingers. Now we need to make the propeller, or fan blade as I called it earlier, but it's just the propeller that goes into the encased fan. And then we go over to our smithing table and we put the propeller down here and we put our andesite machine down here, and that gives us the encased fan. Okay, so now the encased fan I'm going to put here. And I think what I can do is I can have it blowing out this direction. Maybe, yeah. I think I want to have it water source here. So we put stuff down here. Maybe on a depot, or maybe just throw it down there. I don't know. Let me try a couple different designs here. Okay, so this is what we did here. So we have the shaft coming over, going into a vertical gearbox, down into a clutch, into another gearbox that is attached to the fan here. But you can see that it's actually, it's sucking in. It's very strong, but it's pulling the air in. We actually need it to blow out like this. So a simple change until we get some things to change the direction of the rotation is we can just take out this little step here and add another gearbox in between these two, and that'll change the rotational direction. So we have a gearbox here, put it down like that, and now it is blowing out. Okay, that's what we want to see. Now let's go ahead and we'll put a depot here like that, and that should work, I believe. If not, we might have to lower that down one more, but I think that works. Now let's go ahead and test this by putting a just a couple of sides on here, and then putting some water down and below. So grab this here, grab some water, and we'll dump it back here like that. Now let's see if this works. If not, we'll have to drop this down one more. That's working. See the particles. So we know it's being washed at this point in time. Okay, and there we go. We got nuggets. All right, so we put 64 in. Let's see how many nuggets we got. We got double that. All right, okay. So we are making some progress here to make it not quite as painful for us in this mod. So let's go ahead and craft these into just our regular old ingots. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we are making progress. Okay, so essentially, after doing all that, a stack of ore gave us 42 of the iron ingots and 6 of the nuggets. So not quite a 1-to-1 ratio at this point, but we're going to continue to do other things to make that a little bit better. Still not vanilla, but closer. Okay, so we got these stations set up. We have this. Let's go ahead and make a wrench. That is the next thing on the list of contraptions we need to make. So for the wrench, we use 3 of the gold plates like that. That's why I made the gold plates earlier. A cogwheel in the middle, and then a stick down here like this, and that gives us a wrench. Okay. So the next thing I think we need 2 more things. We need a mechanical mixer and a mechanical saw, I believe. Let's go ahead and check that out really quick here. Mechanical saw, mechanical mixer. Yep, those 2 things. Okay. We didn't need the millstone, but that definitely helped us out with, you know, getting a closer to 1-to-1 ratio on the ores. Okay, so for the mechanical mixer, we are going to actually need to make a couple more iron sheets. So let's go ahead and turn our press on like this, and we're going to need 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay, throw these down. I love how fast that is. There we go. Okay. And then we craft it by going like so. And then we have our andesite alloy down the middle like that. And that gives us the whisk. And then, you know, the rest of this, we come over to the smithing table. We put this element in here. We put the andesite machine in here, and we get the mechanical mixer like that. Okay. So we're going to hold on to that one for right now, because like I said, I think it actually submits that in. And we're going to make the saw, but I need to go get some lead first. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we mined 16. We got 10 out of that. Okay, that is plenty. We're doing well. Okay, so we need to go ahead and make the saw blade first, which we'll need some more iron sheets for. Okay, so we have our iron here. We're going to have to turn these off temporarily because this is going to be too much pressure for the press. So we'll turn the press back on here. And we just need, let's see, 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and press these down. Okay, just like that. Turn you back on, turn you on so we can finish processing the gold right there. Nice. Okay. And now what we need to do is we take the pressed sheets like this, and then we take 4 nuggets in the corner like that, and then a lead ingot in the middle, and we get our saw blade. Now we take our saw blade over with our andesite machine. Go here into the smithing table, and we've got our mechanical saw. Okay, now that should be everything that we need for this achievement. So we'll come over to E right here, and we have everything. We have that in our inventory. Now we click here and we click submit. Okay, and we got it. Now we can go ahead and grab the crafting blueprints. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, we lost our mechanical mixer, which is a shame. It's a shame. And let's go ahead and make a basin, which is just essentially a you know, a boat. A boat with andesite alloy. And we'll put this down right here like that, and we'll put the mixer above it. So we're going to need to extend this over as well. So let's go ahead and make that mixer. There we are. And this one's a little bit different. We need to actually have cogwheels attached to it. So let me go ahead and clear the space out, and I'll lay it out and I'll show you what it looks like. And there we go. There's our mechanical mixer working. So the way this works is you need it like 1 block above. So it's like a block spacing in between the basin. And we have a just a regular cogwheel out the back of it right here. And I have it going into another clutch so I can turn it on and off right here. And then coming over to the power that way. But you have to have it spinning like this. So that's how we get it up and running. But yeah, here's all the stuff we need to get started. We have our mechanical mixer. We have our washing station. We have our millstone, and we have our mechanical press. And then we have, finally, last but not least, our mechanical saw, which we will need to make a little bit of an arm for, just so we can go ahead and I can show you how this works as well. Okay, to make the hand crank, which we're going to use, you basically put 3 oak planks across, or any kind of plank across the center like this, like you're making a slab. And then you take a shaft, put it in the middle like that. And that's kind of like, you picture that's what's turning the crank. And then andesite alloy is going to be the grip right there. And that gets you a hand crank. Okay, so these two together, we can cut down trees fairly easily. So even the tall ones, I saved one of the tall ones over here just to show how easy this is. So if we come over here and we stick the saw, if we crouch and click, that'll point the saw towards the tree like that. Otherwise, it just places it against the tree. And then we put our hand crank right here. And then if we just click our mouse button down, it saws and it knocks the entire thing down. So we don't have to do a lot to get up there. And also the wrench, I forgot to show you this. So the wrench, this is the create tool. If you crouch and click, it picks the create contraptions up, and you don't use durability on your tools when you do that. So a very handy tool to have. You can also change the directions and make adjustments to different machines as well. Okay, yay us. We actually completed the preparations task in the task list, and we have, look at this, we have all of the entry level create machines all up and running here, so we can get some of our process automated, get a little bit return on the ores. Not perfect, but better than what it was before, and we'll continue to work on that as we move forward. But look at this, this is glorious. I'm going to enclose this whole thing, make it a nice building, I think, in next episode. But yeah, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and like to see more from the Dad's Guide in the future, then you know what to do. Click that like button, smash the subscribe button, press that notification bell. Like I said at the beginning of this whole little adventure today, this mod does not need to be overwhelming. You can take one step at a time. You don't have to try to tackle a giant project right off the bat. Just get the basics up and running. It works great and it'll allow you to take the next steps forward. If you do, however, want to see some great contraptions from other fantastic builders, please check out PullArt and Rocket 14. They have been doing the same mod pack and they are making crazy progress on their builds. So links in the description below for those two. They are great builders. Please check them out. But until next time, this has been Dad's Guide. Bye for now.